fabulous humans, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, then well, hello, how you doing? Welcome. You have just slipped and slided into the most furriest place on YouTube, and I am so happy to have you here. Well, now that I have you here, I'm just gonna give you 5 seconds to go do what you do. Subscribe to the channel, become part of the Glitter and Glam Squad so we can shine together, we can ruffle some feathers together. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will always be notified when I upload a new video. And while you're at it, hit the thumbs up button so YouTube knows that little old me, I need to shine bright like a diamond in this YouTube streets, okay? Because the weather is getting cold, so it's about to be cold out here in the streets and I need a little shine. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. I truly appreciate you. Now, today's video, are you ready? What I have here, you are not ready. I feel like I have the best out of the best. And not only that, I have too much to make this video, so I don't even know how this is gonna go, if I'm gonna change my mind. But today's video is all about fall fragrances. These are like the top of the top, best of the best, 10 out of 10. It was so hard to narrow this list down. When I tell you, this is one of the hardest things I ever had to do. This is the most difficult lineup I've ever built put together. Fall is one of my favorite. It's my favorite season, and fall fragrances are like my favorite. So I have so many, and I had to like move stuff back, and there was stuff I liked last year, and I'm like, there I have new stuff. It's like old versus new. How do I do this? Do I have honorable mention? But I say, you know what, we're just gonna go with the flow. When I look at all this right here, I'm just gonna grab as the spirit leads, and whatever just didn't make it, didn't make it. But if you would like to know my top fall favorites 2023, then stick around.
The night I said I was recording late, I wasn't recording late, I was just smoking, chilling, had a couple drinks.
Now, before we get into the fragrances, I just want to quickly talk about my lippy, because I feel like my lip is lipping, and that's because it's a lip plumber, okay? But this is a Fenty lip gloss. It's the Fenty Heat in Fenty Glow. So you know they have the Fenty Glow in the regular gloss, but this is the heat, so it has plumbing effect. And I feel like my lips are like right now, and yeah, that's what's going on. Anyways, are you ready? Are you ready for these fragrances? The fragrances that I'm going to talk about here, I feel like a couple, you probably have only heard them at certain places, because I love to experiment and try fragrances that no one has heard about. And this fragrance right here, I don't think I've heard anybody talk about it, but of course people talk about the brand. But the first fragrance on my fall list, top of the top, is by PANA DORA, Sweden. You heard anybody talk about that? I'm just playing. This is called Imperial Wood. You know me and woods in the fall. One thing about me, 9 out of 10 in the fall, I'm gonna smell like a wood. Oud, agar wood, cedar wood, a delicious wood. Anything I'm doing, I just want to smell like a wood. Now, in the top notes, we get tobacco, we get spicy notes, we get saffron, we get thyme. And then in the middle notes, we get cinnamon, cacao, cardamom, cloves, and olibanum. In the base notes, we get AOUD, that's oud, amber, leather, and incense. Did you hear that? That's like fall. When you see this, when you see the notes, you know that it's all about fall. When you see cacao or you see tobacco, you see tonka bean and stuff like that, you know it's a fall fragrance. And here you're getting the cacao, you're getting cinnamon, you're getting oud, you're getting amber, you're getting leather, you're getting incense. This fragrance is incredible. It is sweet though, and I think that is that tobacco. I don't know if it's with the cacao and the spiciness. Very, very good atomizer. Very, very high quality atomizer. When it comes to atomizer, you know I don't play with an atomizer. I love a good atomizer. And this, oh, is so good. Some people think it's a bit sweet, but for me, I want a little bit of sweetness. Now, this is unisex. Men can wear this. Women can wear this. A human can wear this. This is so good. The only downside I would say is it doesn't last as long as I would love for it to. So as the weather is getting cooler, I'm going to make decant of this. Because when I wear it, I want to take it with me and I want to douse myself. Look at me, I'm ready. Because I feel like this should be my scent of the day. This is so good. Oh, I absolutely love it. And it's one of those fragrances that when you wear it, you're going to smell very unique because a lot of people don't have this fragrance. So it's not a fragrance that you just walk out the door and you just see, you know, in the stores. I don't even know if like Neiman's and Saks, if they carry this, because I bought this while I was in Europe. So it's one of those fragrances I have in my collection that is very unique and I feel like a lot of people don't own. I really like it. And I got it around spring, so I didn't get to really enjoy it. That's why the bottle is full. But now it's in fall. It's about to go down. This right here is so good. And that is Imperial Wood by PANA DORA, Sweden. The next top fall perfume on my list, are you ready? Is from the house of AMOUAGE. Now you might see, I think I have like a couple of AMOUAGE on this list, but this one is called, this is Overture Woman. Now we're taking it for the ladies. The first one is straight up unisex and incredible. But this one right here, this is top quality juice right here. When I tell you, AMOUAGE makes some of the best perfumes like ever. The quality of their fragrances is so good. You get a good sillage, you get longevity, you're gonna smell unique. You're not gonna smell like anybody else. Although this one is Overture Woman, I think it can be unisex, but it's unisex-ish, feminine leaning. But let me tell you what the notes are, and you'll see why I think that a man can wear this as well. Top notes, you get apple, and then you get brandy. So it's already boozy. It's giving us booziness. Are we gonna get drunk? Let's see. And then you get saffron and bergamot. In the middle notes, you get benzoin, you get myrrh, you get rose, you get cinnamon and geranium. In the base notes, that's where it's at. You get leather, olibanum, and labdanum. When I tell you, listen, you know when there's olibanum, and then there's labdanum, and then you throw in the leather, or there's amber. But once you bring out olibanum and labdanum, is a wrap for fall, okay? This right here, I'm speechless. This is so good. You know what? If you don't own Overture Woman, you should just pause this video and also go pick it up. The top two fragrances I've showed you right now is already given. You can see where this list is going. Like, this is like best of the best. Listen, I am only here to give you what the fragrance gives me. Overture Woman is so stunning. Oh, it's boozy, it's seductive, but then it's grown. It's top tier. Like, you're getting olibanum, you're getting labdanum, you're getting leather, and then there's rose, there's geranium. Listen, this is so good. And you need to get your nose on it. And I will be going through it. I bought this during the summer, so that's why it's like this. So excuse my dents. I picked up some of these fragrances in the spring and summer. So now we're about to get into the fall, and I am whipping it out. So you're gonna judge me for this when by December or January, if this bottle is still like this, then we got a problem. But for right now, Overture Woman, stunning. Top tier juice and top tier for fall. The next fragrance on my top fall fragrance list, are you ready? It's from my favorite house. I struggled with deciding what to put on this list between XERJOFF and AMOUAGE because they have so many great fragrances for fall. But this one is straight up unisex, and I feel like the men would love this. But you know, over here, I love to smell like a deep, dark Arabian princess and Dubai queen. So I love the dark stuff. This is from the house of XERJOFF, and this is called Naxos. This is also another fragrance that I picked up in the summer. And that's why it's still like this. But when I tell you, I'm giving you the newbies before I start going to the oldies. Because I have some oldie but goodies that I need to bring forward. But when I tell you, Naxos by XERJOFF is going to reign supreme in this house this fall. Now for the top notes, you get lavender, you get bergamot, and lemon. In the middle notes, you're getting honey, cinnamon, cashmere, and jasmine sandbag. And in the base, you're getting tobacco leaf, vanilla, and tonka. So you know this doesn't have that olibanum and labdanum and amber, but you get tobacco, you get in vanilla, and you get in tonka. So we either go that route or we go the olibanum route. And this right here, very good atomizer. It's so sexy. Like, I feel like when I wear this, I just see myself wearing this, you know, the YSL sunglasses that has the YSL at the sides, the black one. You just put that on, and I have this outfit like this with the feathers. I'm here to ruffle feathers with those YSL glasses on, and the YSL caged sandals, if you know, the caged shoes, and I have that on with my legs crossed. Listen, I'll be like, who are these people? Why am I here? I only see money. The honey in here just makes it like, oh, honey. This is very unisex. I think that it's masculine leaning, but for me, I'm a confident woman. So when I pull out my fall stuff, I get compliments. Let me be honest with you. I get lots of compliments on my fragrances from men. The men be hitting. They be liking it because I feel like I be giving unisex vibes. So when I pull out, the men, they're like, what is that? And they end up buying it. Naxos by XERJOFF, listen, top tier. This is one of the best fragrances that XERJOFF has to offer. But the next 10 out of 10 top tier fall fragrance on my list is from YSL. This is BABYCAT. So this is from last year, okay? The first three were purchases this year. This is from last year. So this was my dent for BABYCAT from last year alone. Like, sickening. This right here is so intoxicating. It's so deep. It's so dark, but then it's vanilla. Let me tell you what the notes are. Now, in the top notes, you get black and pink pepper, black pepper, elemi, and pink pepper. Now why they do that? In the middle notes, you get olibanum and saffron. In the base notes, you get bourbon, vanilla, suede, and cedar. There's olibanum. And then you get suede, which is leather. So remember, we're in the olibanum, labdanum, leather, tonka phase of our lives right now in the fall. Atomizer is as good as that Panadora Sweden atomizer. It's top tier. This is good. Speechless. Why YSL decided not to make this fragrance a US fragrance is beyond me. This is so good. It's so deep. It's so dark. It's like a toasted vanilla. And then the leather in there. Now, YSL loves to play with elemi. Because in Caban, which you know, that's one of my favorite for fall. In Caban, there's elemi in there. AMOUAGE also likes to play with elemi too. Elemi is like that girl. I feel like I'm beginning to really fall in love with elemi. When they throw elemi in there, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna like that fragrance. BABYCAT is so good. It's so good. I feel like if I put it on right now, it would take over Imperial Wood by Panadora, because this is way stronger. It's deeper because it has that leather in it, and then it you know, it's just a deep dark, you know, fragrance. But when I tell you BABYCAT is top tier, it's top tier. Okay, some people can't get jiggy with it. It's okay, but for me, straight up unisex. Every everything I've showed you so far to me is like in the middle. I don't know if I have any only feminine fragrance of all that I selected. Everything is given unisex. It's going both ways, okay? But YSL BABYCAT, top tier for fall, like top tier. Now, the next top fall perfume on my list is also from last year. This is the last fragrance I think I will pull from last year. But this is Annie by NISHANE. I decided to throw Annie in here because I feel like Annie was that girl last year. So if she was that girl last year, that means I need to bring her out this year because she is amazing. This is my dent from last year, so you can see that I used Annie up. Now, Annie is such a unique scent that I raved about. It was such a compliment getter from the men. This is supposed to be men's fragrance. For me, it's unisex. Like I say, I'm right there in the middle. I like pulling a good unisex fragrance out. I use this fragrance so much that I feel like I abused it. But in here, the top notes, you get ginger, bergamot, pink pepper, and green notes. In the middle notes, you get cardamom, blackcurrant, Turkish rose. And in the base note, you get vanilla, benzoin, sandalwood, cedar, ambergris, patchouli, and musk. So this doesn't have the olibanums. It only has the vanilla and the sandalwood. But for me, the ginger in here, it's the ginger for me. Annie's so stunning. Annie's that girl. Annie's that guy. And I think Annie deserves to be on this list. And I am ready for Annie. I've been wearing Annie lately, but I've been indoors because the weather here, the temperature started dropping. But I needed to get slightly cooler. And then Annie's going to be everywhere. She's going to be out the door. And I feel like I will blow through her this fall. But that's Annie by NISHANE. The next fragrance on my top fall fragrance list is another one from XERJOFF. I have never talked about this fragrance before, I don't think, on this channel. But when I tell you, this fragrance is top tier. Like top tier perfumery. This is called JTC 400. This is one XERJOFF that I honestly wish I got 100 ml. My dent is getting close to the boobs. This is so good. The top notes, you get honey, you get bitter orange, you get mandarin orange, and bergamot. In the middle notes, you get orange blossom, white tobacco, ylang ylang, and rose. In the base note, you get vanilla, cedar, patchouli, and vetiver. So this is also going the vanilla, the patchouli vibe. Like, it is not giving you the labdanums. Oh, look at the color of the juice. Oh, it is so deep and dark. It's like real honey. Speechless. This was my fragrance in November. I remember traveling and wearing this fragrance. I was going to Jamaica and we got to the airport early. It was a family trip and we went to a restaurant to go eat. And as we were leaving, the waiter, she chased me down to ask me what fragrance I had on. And she had never heard of XERJOFF. So she went and got a pen and paper. So this fragrance is that fragrance that makes you go get your pen and paper, tear out the sheet of paper and start writing it down. Take notes. That's what this fragrance is. This is so good. I get this truffle vibe in it. Let me tell you. Now, they don't smell the same at all. But, however, it has reminiscent. Like, how do I put this? When I smell it, I think of Tom Ford's Black Orchid. It's like they don't smell alike, but it just reminds me, there's something in there that I was like, oh, you know how Tom Ford's Black Orchid has that truffle? That's how this is. But when I tell you they don't smell alike, I don't know what's wrong with me. But that's one fragrance that I think of sometimes. If you want to have like how deep and dark and truffly that is, that's how this is. And it doesn't have the cacaos in here, but this is so good. JTC 400 by XERJOFF. In fact, you need to get your nose, your wallet, your money on it. This might be my scent of the day on top of Imperial Wood. This is so good. It's everything. 100 ml is what I need, and I may get that this fall. The next fall top tier fragrance on my list, this right here is my favorite MFK fragrance, and that is Grand Soir. This is another very unisex. JTC 400 is unisex. Everything I'm giving you today is unisex, okay? We're going both ways today, honey. So for the notes, you get amber, vanilla, benzoin, tonka bean, labdanum, and lavender. So you're getting labdanum and you're getting benzoin. So you know it's labdanum, olibanum, benzoin. When you see those notes in a fragrance, you know that fall is activated. Very good atomizer. Amazing. The way it came out. Listen. There's a reason why Grand Soir is my favorite MFK. Very unisex. Very, very unisex. A lot of people feel like it's masculine leaning, but you know I can pull a good unisex scent. The amber in it is so warm, it's so hugging, it's so inviting. This is top tier perfumery, and it is stunning. The best fragrance from the house, in my opinion. I feel like Grand Soir is that girl. You need to get your nose on Grand Soir, and I can understand if you're not a fan, if you feel like it's too strong, because really it's a very unique scent. You have to love the note of amber. Amber is my favorite note, so that's why I'm able to really love this. It just has this hug that I love. Like, it also feels like there's tonka in here, but it's so good. Very unisex. The men will love this. So if you're a man, get your nose, get your wallet, and all your coins, okay? Get your hands on Grand Soir from MFK. It's top tier. It's a masterpiece fragrance, in my opinion. The next top fall fragrance on my list. Are you seeing the list I'm giving you? Like, are you seeing this list? Like, well, the next fragrance on my list is from Atelier des Ors. This is called Rouge SARAY. You know, I love me some Rouge SARAY. And this is another fragrance when I got in April. So I really haven't had the chance to really blow through Rouge SARAY. And I am ready. Rouge SARAY has plum, cinnamon, jasmine for the top notes. In the middle notes, you get dates, patchouli, and heliotrope. In the base notes, you get vanilla, balsam, guaiac wood, and sandalwood. This is a very smoky, woody. Ooh, the gold specks. Then it feels like it's boozy, but it's not boozy. This is so good. It's so intoxicating. It is so good. It reminds me, and they don't smell similar, of how unique and burnt, this is like a burnt, delicious wood. How by the fireplace is, like, it's burning. It's like, I don't know. This is so good, guys. Like, for fall, oh my God, this is everything. Rouge SARAY by Atelier des Ors. Listen, say no more. You need to get your nose on this fragrance. It's everything, and I am excited to wear this fragrance in the fall. It's top tier, top tier, top tier. Get your nose on it. And this gold specks is everything. So when you put it on, especially if you're a girl, you put it on, you're gonna have gold specks all over you. But for the guys, I don't know how they're gonna get away with that, because this is unisex, but it just has that gold specks, you know. But this is amazing, and that's Rouge SARAY by Atelier des Ors. The next top fall fragrance on my list is none other, of course, by Kilian, and this is Angel Share. Remember, I told you this is like my second. This is my second bottle because I had a refill. Okay, it's empty. This is boozy. It reminds me of cinnamon apple pie. This is that fragrance. I love this in November. I love this for like Thanksgiving. This is like my official Thanksgiving fragrance. It smells boozy and then it smells desserty. It is just everything, and I love the bottle. I feel like the bottle goes with, you know, the name. It's like we're getting whiskey on the rocks. That's what this is giving. This is really good. It's top tier. It's really, really, really good. But one thing I would say is it doesn't project as much. It's more come close to me. And then when you come close, you want to give me a hug. Then you get to know me and see what I'm about. But that's what I get from Angel Share. Angel Share is absolutely stunning, and you need to get your nose and your wallet on Angel Share. But I feel like a lot of people already own Angel Share anyways. So I don't need to tell you. You just need to do what you do and go get it. The next top fall perfume I'm bringing out, this is also brand spanking new. See, I'm really invested in the newbies right now. The oldies, I push them to the back and they're struggling. But this is Roja Dove and this is Sweetie AOUD. When I tell you, this is top quality perfumery. You have to understand what Roja is doing to get this. Like, this is so good, but you have to get it. The top notes is like an explosion of, it has bergamot in it. So, but then as it starts to dry down, it changes to what people, a lot of people, some people don't like it, but that's when it starts to get smoky. It starts to get sweet, but in a very smoky way. And this fragrance has all the good stuff in the bottle. You know, all the labdanums and the olibanums and what makes that fragrance good for fall. This is also a good winter fragrance as well. So I will be wearing in the fall, but I will also bring her out in the winter. This is that woody, delicious wood. And I am excited to wear her in the fall. So top tier perfumery right here. And that's Roja Dove Sweetie AOUD. You need to, I say, for this, sample before you buy, because I can see why some people may not like it. But like I said, over here in the fall, I love to smell like wood. A delicious wood. I like to smell unique. It's not every time I just want to smell like vanilla. No, give me something that has a little bit of twist and depth, and give me the woods, give me autumn, give me the leaves. The next fall 10 out of 10 fragrance on my list is another one from the house of AMOUAGE, and this is called Material. This right here is straight up boom, unisex. Like, everything I'm showing, like I said, I'm giving you unisex this fall, okay? We're not just going around smelling like a lady all the time. This is giving you straight up unisex vibes. Let me tell you what the notes are. In the top notes, you get elemi and patchouli. I told you AMOUAGE likes to play with elemi too. In the middle notes, you get Madagascar vanilla and benzoin. And in the base, you get tonka bean, incense, guaiac wood, labdanum, oud, and osmanthus. What else do you need in a fall fragrance when you're getting literally all the good stuff? You're getting benzoin, incense, tonka bean, elemi, oud, and labdanum. Listen, all the fragrances I'm sharing right now, when I tell you that these are the top of the top of the top, forget what people are saying. Listen to me. Material. I know I put Overture Woman at the top, but when I tell you, this is straight up unisex. This is like, the men would love this as well. This is vanilla, but it's like vanilla done in a deep, dark way. It's like that BABYCAT vanilla. This right here is top tier perfumery. Like, I am gagging. This I will also use in the winter. This is so good. This is so good. And that is Material from the house of AMOUAGE. If you haven't tried it, I think you need to sample before you buy. This is not an easy wear. This is very unisex and very niche smelling, but it is absolutely amazing. The next fall 10 out of 10 top fragrance on my list is also another newbie. I struggled between this and Intense Cafe to add on, but the new girl won, and that is Red AOUD by MONTALE. This right here, I call it the black pepper bomb, because all I get from this is like literally, I think I get black pepper. I think there's rose in here. I think there's cumin. And I want to say oud. Yeah, in the top notes, you get oud and pepper. In the middle notes, you get rose, saffron, and cumin. And in the base, you get sandalwood, orris, and vetiver. So yeah, I was right. You get oud, you get pepper, you get rose. This is stunning. Demi Rollin was not lying when she said this is an amazing fragrance. And I got it. I told you about it. I got a decant from my friend. She did not like it. And I got the decant from her and I blew through it in days and I had to get a full bottle. This is so good. But the black pepper is very strong. So sometimes I feel like it can be overpowering. You have to let that black pepper simmer down a little bit. And then you're getting this delicious rose, oud, cumin. It's not a typical rose and oud fragrance, no. This has a lot going on and it is simply stunning. 10 out of 10 for fall. So I will be wearing her out like crazy. Now the last top tier, top 10 out of 10 fall fragrance that I'll be bringing out on my list is, I have never talked about this fragrance on my channel, and it's from INITIO, and this is Side Effects. This was 2022 as well. I use this a lot too in the winter, and this is a tobacco fragrance. So in here you get tobacco, you get rum, so it's like boozy, and then you get cinnamon and vanilla. This fragrance is that fragrance that you catch whiffs. Like when you use it, you just get whiffs. It's so good. It's so good. I used this a lot in 2020. This is a 2021 fragrance that I'm bringing out. And I remember using it also in 2022. And I got lots of compliments, like everywhere I went. Like people would just catch whiffs of it when I turn or when I do like this. They just catch whiffs. And I think that Side Effects by INITIO is top tier. And you need to get your nose on it. I absolutely love Side Effects. And like I said, get your nose on Side Effects. Now that's it, guys. I feel like I can go on and I won't be done with this top tier, top 10. It was supposed to be top 10. I couldn't get to 10. And even at that, I still have honorable mention. But the two honorable mention fragrances are Oud Bouquet. This is Oud Bouquet by LANCOME. I contemplated Intense Cafe, but Red Oud won ultimately. But the second one, honorable mention, is Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. This is a very sweet tobacco and vanilla fragrance. And here is Rose Oud and Praline. This is beast mode. This you don't need a lot of. My dent is here, but Oud Bouquet is so strong, it's so powerful that you don't need a lot of it. Tobacco Vanille, I love it, but I also love it in the winter. I love when the weather is so icy and I bring it out. But these are the two honorable mentions. Maybe with Velvet Tonka by BDK. That's a great one to also use in the fall if you have it. Intense Cafe by MONTALE. That's a great one. Lilac Love by AMOUAGE. That's also another great one. Arabian's Tonka by MONTALE. Another great one. And one more honorable mention that you need to try. Kilian's Sugar Patchouli. I think it's a great one as well to use this fall. But that's it, guys. That's all I have. Let me know if you own any of the fragrances that I talked about. If you don't, the ones that you think you're going to add to your wish list. And if you have recommendations for amazing, they have to be 10 out of 10. They have to be top tier. But they're fall fragrances. Let me know in the comments below. But like I always say, in all things, add glitter. Whenever you're in doubt, add more glitter. And when all else fails and your back is against the ropes, we have to ruffle some feathers first. And then let's see what the top fragrance will be. Whenever you're in doubt, your back is against the ropes, you should try something that you have never tried before. And I think that the one fragrance I talked about that you have never tried before is PANA Sweden. And if you like something soft, try Dorasima by PANA Sweden. And if you're a guy and you want to smell like money, try Swedish Wood. That's what that one is called, Swedish Wood by Panadora Sweden. But this is Imperial Wood. So when your back is against the ropes, up against the wall, try something that you have never tried before for fall, but add more glitter. Thank you guys for watching and have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you guys in another video. I need to spray more of this. Oh yes, honey, yes. Oh.